From the fire she emerges. What? Hey everybody. So, Koricon here with my brother Adam. And we are talking about episode 4. We're 4 on Game of Thrones season 6.
6.
Total spoiler review.
Numbers.
I'm going to say it on there. Spoilers. So if you don't know, then it's your fault.
You're... Man, get out of here.
And we got my list of stuff to talk about. So the first thing that we want to mention is, yes, Stannis is dead, apparently. But we never got to watch him die.
Yeah.
Which is kind of disappointing.
Like, they mentioned it so quickly, we didn't even our dumbasses didn't even catch it.
Like, we had talked about it in the last couple of episodes, like, where the hell is Stannis? And in the first episode...
Like morons. We were morons.
Yeah, we're a total morons.
We were idiots.
But they talked about it so quickly in the first episode, where Roose and Bolton just mentioned that he was dead.
Did they? I don't
That's
even...
what I've been...
I don't...
That's what I thought.
I mean, the only thing I noticed was here in this episode where Brienne said, I killed Stannis.
I killed Stannis. Like, so she actually confirmed, I guess, that Stannis is dead. However, this show is like...
Did he die at the end of the 4th season and we forgot about it?
I don't remember that happened. Well, from what I remember is she was about to kill him, and then that was it. They cut.
Oh, okay. I don't even...
But it was like, I want to see the guy die. They show everyone else die.
Yeah. What's the...
And that's like rule number 1 with this show. You show them die so that people know they're dead.
Yes.
And even then, they might not be dead.
No. Some people live after they die.
Snow!
Caitlin Stark, we'll see that coming up. Caitlin Stark.
Yeah? You think they're going to bring her back? Lady Stark's going to come back?
I see that.
So
she became a zombie-ish undead in the books.
Right. So, now on one side, do you really think Stannis has much more to offer to the story?
No. But I just at least wanted to see him, like, die.
Right.
I needed some absolute finality.
Well, even if we didn't get the thumbs in the eyeball grossness cool death, at least watch him get his head cut off like Stark. You know, something.
Something.
We didn't get anything.
Like exploding, like his body exploded or something.
Or an alien comes in and just like...
Aliens?
Whatever.
Please. Something.
Give us an actual visual death. And I was kind of disappointed we didn't get a visual death.
And I've heard in the new chapters that George R.R. Martin has released for the newer book that Stannis is in those. So I don't know what's up. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe that's why they
I'm so confused.
But maybe that's why they didn't show him die. Is maybe he does pop up later.
But why is Brienne so convinced she killed him?
Well, they didn't show how she killed him. Maybe she stabbed him. She didn't cut his head off.
She's
or
not
something.
a dummy. She would make sure he's dead if she's gonna say something like that.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen.
We didn't see him die.
We didn't see him die.
We've seen everybody else die.
Right. So I think the fact that we didn't see him die, even though we've seen everyone else die, and things are very vague. And Martin even said that there might be something with Stannis in the future books, right?
Well, he posts chapters on his website, and Stannis is in one of those chapters.
So maybe we will see Stannis reappear at some point. We just don't know
I
how
think
or
so.
why.
I think
They're not explaining
dumb.
anything, man. They're not explaining it. So I think we should just stop caring about Stannis until they actually talk about it.
Yeah, we should stop talking about it.
No more Stannis talk.
Yeah, who cares about him anyways?
He hasn't really provided anything more with the story. I was just wondering what happened to his character.
It's the last of the Baratheons.
Right. So, Snow and Sansa. That happened way faster than I expected.
I kind of like how they did that though.
Yeah.
Where she wasn't in the last episode.
Mm-mm.
It seems like she traveled.
She was traveling the whole
for
time.
that 60 minutes. So, and then they meet up. So I kind of like how they did that.
But he was like packing and ready to go, and you're like, really? He's actually leaving? Like you didn't think he would actually leave. But
That's
then,
weird.
and then the doors open, and Sansa and Brienne are there, and I was like, yes! Like, part of me was like, it was faster than I expected it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to happen in the first place, is for them to meet and get back together. And then by the end of the episode...
Yeah, that's the first time I think a Stark has come across a Stark. I mean, Arya saw the Red Wedding happen. Bran kind of came across paths with Jon, I think, at one point, but they never...
Just to get on the other side of the wall.
But they never saw each other.
No.
So this is the first time since, like, the first book, I think, maybe the second book second season, that a Stark has hung out with a Stark, even though he's half Stark, but I consider him a Stark.
But then by the end of the episode, they're basically going to go and take Westeros.
No, Winterfell.
Winterfell, the other W name.
The other W name.
So they're going to go take Winterfell. And with the letter that they got from...
Yeah, that shit talking. I'm gonna like slap your sister and
like this
rape
dude
her
is just
and
asking for it.
He is, dude.
Man,
he's just a shit talker.
But not only did he just piss off Snow from what he said about Sansa, he pissed off every wandering. Wildling.
The other
wondering.
W. What is these
the
W,
other W
words?
Wildlings.
Westeros, Winterfell.
The wanderings from Westeros.
The wildlings, Westering, and Winterfell.
He totally pissed off every wildling.
Yeah, that dude, redheaded dude.
He was like fuming.
He's like, oh, I just want to kill some Boltons, man.
People's dead. They'd be dead.
Ew.
He's like, they may only have 2,000, but they'll take out 5.
Ugh. Well, she knows of 5,000, right?
Right.
But they fought Stannis, right?
So we don't know how many are left.
There could be, it's fairly equal. And the wildlings, they're better fighters.
Yes.
So it's on.
They're kind of like the berserkers from the Vikings. Yeah, they're a bit crazy.
Yeah, they're better. They're crazier.
They can take out at least 2 or 3 for every one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're more passionate fighters.
And they got a giant.
And they have
that likes to go Hulk on people.
Yes, maybe he'll do that to Bolton.
Exactly.
Smash some Boltons together.
Smash some Boltons.
But I think it's kind of a weird sidetrack, don't you think, from the White Walkers?
Yeah. Like, it seems like nobody's worried about the White Walkers.
Like, at the end of the last season, they built up the White Walkers. They built up the, holy shit, what are we going to do to stop these White Walkers?
And in this season, they're like, no, they're on the other side of the wall. We're not worried about them.
Yeah, like, they're not even talking about them, though. They're not even saying that to each other.
Nah, it's like they know they're over there. And it almost seems like they're just assuming the wall's going to stop them. Like, there's really... But if that was the case, why do you even have the Castle Black and all these people like patrolling the wall in the first place if you think the wall is that strong?
I mean, why? I mean, you got to mention something because your viewers don't know what's going on with the White Walkers.
No, and you made it such a huge deal at the end of the last season.
You think they want to attack, right? They were right behind them, or they were right near them.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think they'd be here at the end of this season. Are they just trying to, like, delay time just so the White Walkers can be the end of the 7th season?
Again. Which is what they did in the 5th season. You didn't get any of the White Walkers. You had a bit of them in the 4th one, and then nothing in the 5th season, and then all of a sudden you had something at the end. It's like they're waiting, they're giving the White Walkers this big grandiose ending of every season, but not pushing their story anymore.
Yeah.
It's like winter is coming, yeah, but no other information? Like, do they really think the wall is that strong that people are like, oh, no, we can leave and go fight our battles in the south, and I'm not worried about it?
No, they're scared of them, but they're not even saying if they're
not
scared of
enough.
They're not saying anything, like if they're scared or not. That's what's dumb to me.
Yeah, no one seems to be scared enough to do anything about it.
I would be scared. I don't know why Jon Snow wanted to leave. He doesn't. I guess there's no threat then. I guess that's what they were showing with Jon Snow leaving.
Yeah, as long as you're south of the wall, the White Walkers aren't a threat.
Why have that scene with the wildlings and the White Walkers and that?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, what's going on?
Damn you, Game of Thrones!
Tell us things. Tell us. Inform us.
We want to know.
We want to know what's going on in the story.
All right, so I actually want, especially with going with your theory that Jon Snow is actually half Targaryen, that it would make sense that he goes and takes over Winterfell, because that would be his first step in taking over the whole thing.
Sure, I mean they've been talking about him defying the the Brotherhood of the Wall, like, since the first season. So they've kind of been teasing that he's going to go off somewhere eventually. Right. So it makes sense he's leaving. I just don't understand it with the threat of the White Walkers. Doesn't.
Right. They pushed the White Walkers so much in the last season, and then they didn't do anything with it. So it kind of it feels a little off on why he's. It's a little weird.
Yeah,
maybe you guys see the same thing we do, but I think it's a little weird.
Yeah, maybe you could tell us something else. We're kind of...
Yeah, maybe tell us something that we're missing. I don't know.
Yeah, what are we missing?
I do like the fact that him and Sansa are going to go take Winterfell back. I would love to watch that.
Yeah, that's supposed to happen.
Plus the Boltons die.
Like yes.
Boltons die!
That'd be cool. Sansa is definitely going to kill Ramsay Bolton.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
That's going to happen.
Oh, I hope so.
Sansa.
Or like Brienne gets him to a point and then says, "You should do the honors."
Yes,
that would be great.
Yeah,
I would love to see Brienne take him down a level, and then Sansa walk in and Brienne let him kill. That would be epic.
You may kill him now.
You may kill him now.
Thank you.
That would be awesome. I would be so excited for that one.
Yes, that's pure revenge right there.
Right. I would have a gleeful, blissful, nightful sleep after that. Alright, so Tyrion Lannister. He's basically taking a lot of control over what's going on in the city now that Daenerys is...
He's kind of taken on the role of like when he was the Hand, like in the third season. Mm-hmm. So he's kind of doing he's pretty much doing what any king would do. Right. Or any hand would do. Yeah, the hand of the king.
He's taking the control of second in command.
Yeah.
And since Daenerys isn't there, he is in command.
And he's good at it.
He is good at it.
He's naturally good at it. He was good at it in the third season, but then his dad took it away from him.
Right.
Because he's stupid.
And he died.
And he died. Tyrion killed that blood.
So he brought in the old masters. You saw them ship in, and basically offered them a deal that they could have slaves in the rural areas outside the city for 7 years, as long as they agree to abolish slavery after that 7-year period.
A transition period.
A transition period.
Yeah.
Which makes kind of sense. However,
doesn't seem like
it's going to work because the slaves are not happy with it.
Doesn't seem like anybody's having that meeting. Really.
No. And in the U.S., we had the Civil War.
And it doesn't really matter if they do, because we want them to leave and take Westeros.
Right. We would like them to leave and take Westeros. But you have to leave the city in a stable place before you go.
No, you don't.
Sure.
Nope. You need Westeros. Just go take Westeros.
Screw the East. Just take Westeros.
It's just Marine. It's just like one city over there.
Who cares?
Yeah.
No, they spent like a whole season. You care about this city now. But I mean, it is a lot like the
I care more about King's Landing and Westeros.
Right.
Yeah.
But I still care what happens to Grey Worm and all his friends.
Well, they're going with Khaleesi.
I know, but the city they're leaving behind that they care about. They're not going to leave that city unprotected.
Yeah, I don't care about it. I don't care about Marine. I care about King's Landing, Westeros, and Khaleesi getting there.
Well,
Grey Worm and all
I think
our friends.
Tyrion is setting up the position that Daenerys can leave Marine.
Sure.
Like he's putting forth a plan for the future kind of thing.
Yeah.
However, I don't think it's going to work.
I think they're just, this is the story that's happening while they buy time before they leave.
Which is what they did for the past 2 years.
So you needed some little side story for a few episodes before they leave.
Right.
I think that's all this really is.
You need to quell some stuff, and then finally we can move on to Westeros.
Yes. Now, for sure we can. She's got an army of Dothraki now.
Yeah.
Are we jumping to that one next, or?
No, but we'll talk about that.
Sorry, I'm so excited about it.
I know. No, that's the last thing we talk about it because it's so epic.
Let's talk about it now and then.
No.
Let's talk about it and talk about it again.
Theon.
Oh, Theon.
Yeah, he
Or
showed...
did we talk? Or are you sure you got this?
Theon.
Oh,
He was
okay.
next. Yeah.
Sorry.
Theon.
Sorry.
So, Theon, he shows up. His sister's all pissed. We tried to save you, goddammit.
Sure.
And you basically got my men killed. And she was all pissed, and he's like, no, I'm here to support you. You should be the leader. And she's like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's great. That's about it.
Yeah.
That was all that happened.
I mean, I guess it continues their relationship. Like, the last time they were with each other, he wanted to be king. And
now he wants to support her.
Yeah, now he wants to support her. She probably should be queen because...
No, she's a much stronger person.
Yeah, she plus she's been there for... Theon's been in what was in Winterfell for 20, 30 years. And
no, she deserves to be the leader.
She knows that city.
Right. And she has the trust of all the people. Like, she really should be the leader.
Yeah. And Theon sucked at being king.
Right.
In Winterfell, he sucked at it.
Oh, so. No, he sucked horribly.
Yes.
Now, they didn't talk about the mysterious brother that came in and killed the king.
No, they didn't address that.
They didn't touch on him whatsoever. So I'm thinking he's going to pop up later when they start discussing who's going to become the future leader.
Yes.
I'm thinking he's just going to pop in as a surprise. Like, they're talking about who should take control, and then he just kind of walks in with a dramatic door open, and there's, like, rain or snow behind him.
Like a court scene?
Like a court scene, yeah. And he's like, I am the rightful heir, because I am the brother.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking they're going to do.
All right.
Lannisters versus the Sparrows.
Yes, that's... Well, you know what? We thought there was going to be like a bitch off between Marjorie and Cersei, but now it seems like they're like going to go... They're going to go on the same side against... They're going to team up on the same side to take down the Sparrows.
But from different points of view. So Marjorie's going to take on the Sparrows from the inside. And Cersei is going to take on the Sparrows from the outside.
But who thought they would ever team up? They hate each other so
But I don't think
much.
they're technically teaming up. I think they just both have the same interest. And I think they're going to be doing the same things at the same time and just meet and be like,
which is...
Oh, no, we're good.
Which is teaming up.
But they're not knowingly teaming up.
They are knowingly teaming up. They met in that council area together.
Oh, that's right.
Marjorie's mother.
Right. The family is going to team up.
Yeah, the families.
Yeah, the family.
And they
but I don't think Marjorie knows what's going on the
No,
outside.
but the families is what I meant.
Yeah, no. The families are going to
teaming up.
connect. Yes, they're going to team up and take out the Sparrows.
And they both hated it. They all hated each other.
But it wasn't what I was expecting. I thought Cersei was going to try and make the Sparrows look bad to the public and try and kind of manipulate that and turn their popularity around before taking them out. But from this episode, it sounds like they're just going to full out war battle and just kill them.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And
that's what I thought they were going to do, and that's what they're going to do.
It looks like that's what they're going to do.
Come on, it's Game of Thrones. It's going to be bloody and violent. It's going to be...
awesome.
Yes. I hope that's the next episode.
Oh, but that one scene with the leader from the Sparrows. I can't remember the guy's name. I love that. I love his acting in that sequence, though.
Yeah, that was probably his longest bout of dialogue there.
Yeah, and it was so good. Like, I was totally engaged in everything he was saying. So it makes perfect sense why he was cast as the leader of the Sparrows, because he can just pull off that calm, quiet, understanding, manipulative. Oh, you hate him, but at the same time you can't stop listening to him. It's so good. I love that scene. I thought that scene was one of my favorites for the whole season so far.
That was a good scene.
That was my favorite scene. If he wins an award, I would not be mad.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Marjorie meets her brother.
Yeah,
her brother's a little pussy.
I've actually forgot about her brother, but yeah.
So did everybody else.
Yeah.
But he's all like, I don't care, whatever. I can't take this anymore. Wah, wah, wah. Marjorie is so much more stronger than him, obviously.
Actually, it seems like they made it rougher for him, maybe. I don't know. Like, his cell looked a little more rough.
A little more rough?
Maybe, I don't know.
But he's
Maybe
broken.
She is stronger than him.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
He is way broken.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll make it.
No. I think he'll die.
Yeah, he'll probably.
But I think Marjorie's going to be she's going to be the victor along with Cersei. They're going to meet in the middle. Like, I think the attack on the Sparrows are going to happen at the same time. Marjorie's internal manipulation is going to happen at the same time as Cersei's physical outside attack happens, and they end up meeting in the middle. When the Sparrows...
What is Marjorie doing?
I think she's trying to manipulate the Sparrows psychologically from the inside.
They aren't budging.
No, but by showing that she's going to pretend that she's understanding and maybe turning to gain their trust. And then when Cersei
don't budge, though.
No, but when Cersei's physical attack happens, she uses her current position of trust against them. She's going to gain their trust and give her, in prison they give good inmates certain flexibility. I think she's trying to manipulate them for flexibility.
And then he's not budging, though. They're not budging at all, the Sparrows. Especially in that really cool long scene that we saw.
Right, but they kind of budged in that he believed her that she was turning a bit, and that's why she got to see her brother. And then when she saw her brother, she was like, stay strong, blah, blah, blah. Like, obviously, she has not turned.
Barely.
But the brother
Are
is
they
just...
budging? That's like such a little...
But not budging.
Thing.
They're not budging.
Can I go to the bathroom? Can I...
Maybe.
But maybe you could see your brother, then we might let you go to the bathroom.
But they're not budging. They're just giving her... They're just trusting her a little bit more.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe you have, the see or the vision of... I don't really see that, but maybe you do.
Jorah finds Daenerys.
There you go.
Just as you said.
I don't know when I said it, but I'll take credit.
I remember
for it.
you saying it, or at least I remember you saying you hoped that's what happened.
Yeah. I wanted either that to happen or the dragons to meet up with her.
Right.
And then before the show, I said, I hope Jorah meets up with her.
Right.
In this one.
No dragons in this episode.
No dragons. No
They're
dragons.
They're all free.
No dragons
all three
ever.
of them are out there, but just no dragons yet.
We want the dragons in every episode, but it never happens.
I do. I love dragons. I just want to see dragons.
I mean, Tyrion let those 2 dragons go. Where did they go? I mean,
well, they went to go eat. They went to go eat some sheep. They're hungry, man.
You hoped that they would have found Khaleesi, but they're still like they're not addressing that either. Like though they don't address the White Walkers.
Well, like when I put food down for my cat, he eats the food before he gives me attention. They're gonna go get some food.
Then he leaves. Then he leaves for like 3 episodes of your life, and then comes back.
Yeah, sometimes. But like, he finds her. They're about to rescue her, and then she's like, "No, I've got a plan.
I've got a plan.
I've got a plan."
It makes sense. She's gonna save herself.
Yes, because we had a thought that she needs to become godlike in some way for the Dothraki to follow her.
Yes.
Whether it be the dragons came and she became Mother of Dragons godlike, or I think what they did in the show was actually better, that she is godlike herself. Not that the dragons are godlike and she controls them, but they see her as a god.
Without the dragons?
Without the dragons. So it's like the dragons are now just an extra weapon.
I only have one problem with her walking out of the fire is why hasn't she done it before? Or she's only done it like in the first season when she had the dragons.
Right.
And then she never did it again. They never talked about it again. She never said, I can walk out of fire and stuff. Maybe I missed some things where she touched fire or something.
From what I understand, because I looked it up real quick before we started filming this, her surviving the fire pyre from her husband dying, that was a fluke. And that's what George R.R. Martin had mentioned in the past, that it was a fluke that she survived that. But it seems like now they're saying, no, this is an actual power that she has.
I mean, it makes sense.
That she's immune to fire. And it does make sense that she's the mother of dragons. She should be immune to fire.
Fire, dragons breathe fire.
But when her brother died, that was one of the things they referenced. They said a Targaryen, a true Targaryen, someone that can control dragons, should be immune to fire. And then he pours the gold on the brother's head and the brother screams and dies, which is one of the most epic deaths ever. I love that death. But they were spouting a rumor that whoever can control the dragons is immune to fire.
I mean, she should be. I don't know why they haven't talked about it since the first season.
Right, and not even in the books.
Or I don't remember it. Maybe I just forgot about it. I don't know.
But if you guys have any references on why she would be immune to fire, please comment below and let us know some stuff, because we might be missing something. But she is obviously immune to fire now. Like, she can burn a whole building down, take out all the leadership of the Dothraki, and walk out naked. Thank you. And be now the new leader of the Dothraki, because they're all like, ah. She's fire goddess.
She is.
And they haven't even met the dragons yet.
She is.
She just got instant army.
Insta army.
Insta army.
Out of a can.
Insta army. Well, any other thoughts on this episode?
I just thought maybe that was a little convenient. That her being able to walk out of fire. I mean, I think it was a clever writing that they wrote out of this episode. Doesn't it kind of seem like that, or no?
To me, it seems like, yeah, that makes sense. She got her army. We were talking about how she would get her army. This is an obvious, quick way of getting her the army.
It is.
I mean, if you made it any more complicated, we would go to another season before she gets to Westeros.
I just think they should have mentioned it before. A few times, maybe. Because it just seems like they wrote themselves out of a corner, is what it seems like to me.
And she didn't really test it in other episodes.
Nah, not at all.
It's not like you saw any scenes of her like touching fire just to see if she was okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it though. That's cool.
No, I can
and
see
it was
that.
really cool.
It was an awesome scene.
It was awesome.
Because she basically was like, because they were all threatening to like rape her and then leave her to the horses to rape her. And then she's like, no,
bitch.
I'm taking over. And just like through the fire and everyone dies. It was epic and awesome.
And then she rises.
She rises
from the ashes and the fire and the flames.
And everybody got to see it. Big, epic takeover. I like that.
Yes.
I'm happy. So what do you think we're going to see in the next episode?
We got to see some Bran. There's no Bran in this episode.
No Bran.
What's Bran going to do? Bran, you know why Bran wasn't in it? Because they had that part with Ned Stark, the last one. So they're going to drag that out the rest of the season, right? The Ned Stark, right? And his sister.
Do you think Bran actually left and he's traveling now?
No.
And he's at the wall and he gets to meet up with Sansa and Snow before they go?
No.
You think he's still at the tree?
Yes.
Okay. Because they didn't really, like, mention anything about him leaving except for him talking with the chick. And she's like, we need to go.
Yeah.
And he's like, eh.
I think he needs to see Ned Stark's sister and find out that Jon Snow is...
He needs to get more info.
Yeah. I think if he leaves, it'll be near the end of the season or the beginning of next season.
Well, I mean, we only got maybe, like, 6 more episodes?
6 episodes. I mean, that's still a bunch. There's still
a
bunch of stuff.
I mean, we got a shit ton of stuff in the 4 episodes
and there's
we watched.
There's no Samwell in this either.
Yeah, no Samwell.
What's he doing?
He's becoming a maester.
He is, but maybe he went back to his house to slap his father in the face.
I would like to see his family, and I would love to see him stand up to his family.
Yes, I want to see him slap his father.
I want to see him stand up to his family so bad.
Something, yeah.
And then, like, basically be
no area either, man. No area.
Yeah, she's probably training right now.
Yeah, there's no area, no Bran, no Samwell.
I bet you
there's got to be, those 3 are going to be in the next episode.
I bet you the next episode we're going to get Sam, Arya, Bran, Snow and Sansa, and then probably a little bit more of Cersei and the Sparrows. But I don't think they're going to touch on Marjorie.
They could hold off on Khaleesi, but I want more Khaleesi. But they don't really have to, maybe one scene with her. I mean, they don't have to do much.
They'll probably open the episode with Khaleesi just taking over. Like, maybe they'll come over and, like, give her clothes. And she's now the leader, but then they're not going to really touch on it after that.
Yeah.
I think they need to they need to jump back to Samwell, Bran.
I mean, they don't need to.
I want them to.
I want them to.
We want so much in every episode. It's impossible.
It needs to all happen.
I mean, this episode was an hour and 10 minutes.
Well, it was an hour and 10 minutes with the extras at the end, so it was an hour.
We didn't watch the extras.
It was an hour instead of 50 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna check out the extras after we film this.
Oh.
Maybe they'll give us some info on what's going to come up next.
I would like to stay in blind on that.
Stay blind?
Yes.
All right. Then
I want to be surprised the next episode.
We're not going to watch any of the extras.
You
then.
can. I'm not.
Well, if you guys have seen the episode, you should have, because why the hell did you watch this video if you didn't watch the episode? We just spoiled
it's
everything.
It's a lot more exciting than what we just did.
Yeah, that episode is way better than our video.
Yes. Go watch the show.
But comment below and let us know what you thought about this episode. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. And we'll see you next week on the next episode.
Whoa.